Today, in this video, we will discuss about machine learning. Initially, to understand the machine learning, we will see one of the example. For example, you will find it difficult to describe your mother's face accurately for your friend to recognize her in a supermarket. But if you show him a few of her photos, he will immediately spot her in the supermarket. So, as here we can say that a picture is a worth thousand words. So, this is what we want our technology to match. In machine learning, if we are unable to define certain objects or concepts with accuracy, then we want to convey them to the machine by the way of examples. For this to work, the computer has to be able to convert the examples into knowledge, and hence our interest in algorithms and techniques for machine learning. Now, to solve a problem on a computer, we need an algorithm. So, what is algorithm? An algorithm is a finite sequence of instructions that should be carried out to transform the input to the output. Now, for example, one can devise an algorithm for sorting. Now, for this sorting problem, our input can be a set of numbers and our output will be their ordered set. So, this will be an input and output for the sorting algorithm. Now, for this same task, there may be various algorithms, and we are interested in finding the most efficient one. It means the algorithm which requires the least number of instructions or the memory or both. But there are some tasks. For some tasks, we do not have an algorithm. For example, to tell spam emails from emails. And for that purpose, our input will be an email document. And our output will be either yes or no. So this output it indicating that whether that particular message or email is a spam or not spam. So we do not know that how to transform this input to the output. But here we can easily compile a thousands of example messages. From that, some of them we know that some of them are spam mails. But here what we want is to learn what constitutes the spam from them. It means, in other words, we can say that we would like we would like the computer, or we can say that it is computer or machine. So we would like the computer to automatically extract automatically the algorithm for this task. So we would like the computer to automatically extract automatically the algorithm for this task. So there is no need to learn to sort the numbers. We already have the algorithms for that. But there are many applications for which we do not have an algorithm. But we have the example data. Like here we have seen one of the example related to the spam mails. So it will find out the spam mails from the emails. So it will tell you either yes or no. So this is one of the example. Now, most data acquisition devices are digital now and record reliable data. For example, a supermarket chain. The supermarket chain has hundred of stores all over the country and selling thousands of goods to the millions of customers. So the point of sale terminals record the details of each transaction. So these details may include the date, the customer identification code, the goods bought by the customer and their amount, the total money spent, and so many. So whatever the data is present here, it typically amounts to gigabytes of data every day. So what the supermarket chain wants is to be able to predict who are the likely customers for a product. Again, the algorithm for this is not ready. So it changes in time and it changes according to the geographic location. So the stored data it becomes useful only when it is analyzed. And whatever the data, it is stored data, that data is turned into the information that we make use of. For example, that information we will use to make the predictions. So we do not know exactly which people are likely to buy this flavor of ice cream or the next book of that particular author. So if we knew, we would not need any analysis of the data. We will just go ahead and write down the code. But because we do not know, we can only collect the data and hope to extract the answers to this and similar questions from the data. We believe that there is a process that explains the data we observe. Though we do not know the details of the process underlying the generation of data. For example, consumer behavior. We know that it is not completely random. People do not go to the supermarkets and buy things at random. When they buy milk, at the same time they buy the sugar or the biscuits. They buy ice cream in summer and spices in winter. So there are certain patterns in the data. We may not be able to identify the process completely, but we believe we can construct a good and useful approximation. And that approximation may not explain everything, but still be able to account for some part of the data. So we believe that though identifying the complete process may not be possible, we can still detect certain patterns or certain regularities. So such patterns help us to understand the process, or we can use those patterns to make the predictions. Now we will see the examples of machine learning system. Now our first example is medicine. In this medicine, we can use machine learning to diagnose a disease. So in this medicine, we will use machine learning to diagnose a disease. And for this, our input will be the symptoms, the lab measurement, the lab measurements, or we can say that the lab documents, and the test results, DNA test, and whatever the tests are there, so that test. So all this test, so this will be our input, and if we have to find out its output, then its output, it could be a set of possible diseases, or it could be none of the above. For doing this, one can mine the data. One can mine or data mine the historical, the medical records, and learn which future patients will respond best medical treatments. For doing this, one can mine the historical medical records and learn which future patients will respond which best medical treatment. Now our second example is computer vision. Now what is computer vision, or how the machine learning we will use in computer vision? So where we have given an image. In computer vision, we have given an image and we have to find out that what objects appear in an image and where that object appear in an image. It means what object appear and where that object appear in an image. So this is about computer vision. Now the third example is robot control. One can use machine learning to design autonomous mobile robots, and that robots learn to navigate from their own experience. So this is robot control. The next example is natural language processing. In short, we call it as NLP, that is natural language processing. In this, one can look at product review or movie review or any review and find out it is positive, negative or neutral review. It means we can say that it will find out the sentiment on that review. So other applications in this natural language processing is the speech recognition. The speech recognition, it is one of the application in natural language processing, and second application is machine translation. Now the next example is financial domain. In this financial domain, if one can try to predict if a stock will rise or fall in the next few milliseconds. So one can try to predict that the stock will rise or fall in the next few milliseconds. One can predict whether a particular user will click on ad or not. In order to decide why it is used, in order to decide that which ad to show there. So these are the two examples. Now in first example, it tells about the stock. One can try to predict if a stock will rise or fall in next few milliseconds, and second is it will predict whether the user will click on ad, whether the user will click on ad or not. On that basis, it will decide that which ad they have to show. So this is a financial domain. The next is the many applications are there related to the business intelligence. In short, we call it as BI, that is business intelligence. In this application of business intelligence, there are number of applications. So first application is optimizing the product location at supermarket retail outlet. In this, in supermarket retail outlet, whatever the products are there, that product location is optimized by using business intelligence. It means if the two products are there, like the milk and sugar, so mostly milk is when we buy a milk, at that time the sugar is also buy, or the biscuits will buy. So sugar and biscuits and milk, so all these three things will be put in same rack, or will be put in different racks, so that whatever when the customer will buy a milk, he will go to take the biscuits, and at the same time the number of products will come, will see by the customer, and they can buy that products. So this is one of the strategy. So to understand that, we should optimize the product location. Now, the second example is forecasting product sales. It means robustly forecasting product sales quantities, taking seasonality. According to the seasons, some products sales quantities are forecasted, and what according to the trend, considering that trend into account, the forecasting is done on a particular product sales, on a particular product sales. Now the third one is identifying the cross selling promotional opportunities for consumer goods. Thank you.